Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits of Motor Chaos. This is your host, Dave. I got a line special guest from the Pro E85 group, Mercury Pappas. How you doing, Mercury?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Great. So we got the big weekend coming up this weekend at Great Lakes Dragway. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, no, it should be a great weekend. We're hoping for a high car count. I think we got enough cars to possibly go 5 rounds this weekend.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest events of the year for you guys.
Oh, yeah, we love Great Lakes. They treat us good. The people are great. It's just a fun time all around.
The Time Machine National, Saturday and Sunday. So anyone in the Wisconsin, Illinois area, come on out to, even Indiana, you can drive out to Great Lakes Dragway. Come watch these guys do some Papa Wheelies and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate the crowd. I mean, that's what we're all about. Try to be family oriented and try pleasing the crowd as much as possible.
Now, which round is it when you guys stop and by the, when you're coming back on the return road? After what round is that?
Yep. First round. We stop right in front of the grandstands, meet the crowd, talk to people, hand out some stuff, some hero cards, wristbands and stuff, just to show our appreciation to them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Long as the rain doesn't stay around, it looks like rain coming in the morning Saturday. Hopefully, that's all it is in the morning, and it's gone.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, we'll show no matter what. I mean, even if it rains, I mean, that gives us more of a chance to stay out and talk to the crowd and get to talk to other racers and stuff and just having fun.
Last weekend the whole thing got rained out. Then they rescheduled for one day only on the September 22nd last year. I don't know if you remember that or not.
You know what? I can't remember.
Yeah, the whole weekend got rained out. The whole track was all flooded.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I do remember that week, that big storm that went through there and postponed everything.
Yeah. So they rescheduled to one day only, which was September 22nd last year. All right, so Mercury, what got you into drag racing in the first place, and all that good stuff? What year did you start?
Oh man, graduated high school in '87, so it was probably early '80s and stuff. You know, it was just a thing. We had a great cruise spot out here in Indiana. We used to all just get together. We just took it to the next step. You know, it wasn't just a phase for some of us. Some of us just stuck with it, and a lot of the guys that stuck with it are part of E85 now.
That's awesome. So you used to do the street racing back in the day?
You know, everybody I think did it a little bit. We had a pretty good spot back then. The cops were a little bit more lenient. We didn't, cause any problems and stuff like that. You know, we're not to the extreme that they're at now, but yeah, I think we all did.
So what year did you start drag racing on a track?
Wow, that had to be late '80s, early '90s. I think back then the only track that was available to us was Osceola's down in South Bend. We used to try driving our cars there, put our slicks on and race, and then put our street tires back on and drive home.
So what was the first car you drag raced in?
It was a 1970 Super Sport Chevelle. Had a 433 cubic inch motor in it.
How long did you race that car for?
Oh, man. I want to say probably we had that car probably a good 7-8 years.
So since that car, what else have you raced in?
You know, I probably had more cars than most people, racing and stuff like that. I've had that car. I had a 66 Chevelle and a 67 Camaro, which was my first tubbed out car. I've had a couple Novas. I had a Monte Carlo, and now I've got the Ventura.
So now what year is the Ventura?
You know, that Ventura is a 1973 Pontiac Ventura.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of history behind it. I'm glad I was able to get it and keep it going. It was one of the first original NMCA cars built by Joel O'Donnell.
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, what do you got under the hood of that car?
It's got a 540 cubic inch motor. It's got turbo 400, Ford 9-inch underneath it.
So now, your first time going down a drag race track back in the 80s. How was the experience for the first time ever?
It's great. You think you're flying. You know, you can set the world on fire. You get that first time slip, and it's great to know you went that fast. But then you want more. You just want to keep going faster.
Yeah, that need for speed, man.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
So now, what's been your fastest run time with the car you're currently driving?
You know what? We've gone. Oh man, you know what? I don't know, but I think my best time so far this year is an 897. Fighting some stuff, trying to figure it out. I think we're going to have a pretty good weekend. I think we figured out a lot of stuff with the car this past couple weeks.
So what spot you in right now for the points for the Pro 85 guys?
We're sitting in number 12. We've been to 2 races, and we moved ourselves up pretty quick to 12.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you have a good weekend this weekend.
We're trying. It's a great group. I mean, there's a lot of camaraderie. It's all serious business when you go up to the line, but other than that, it's a great bunch of guys. You probably couldn't ask for a better bunch of guys to race with and get to know on the outside of the racetrack, at the racetrack. I mean, it's just a fun time.
Yeah, Randy Lee's been really running good this year.
Yeah, he is having an extremely good year. You couldn't ask for a better year for him. I mean, he's doing great.
And he has me holding him to this. That if he wins the whole thing this year, he's doing an interview.
I know he's listening right now. So yeah, I hope he does. Those guys give me a hard time. I know they're all listening. So
yeah, it's just a one big family.
No, it is. You might not see a guy for the whole year, whole season, and stuff like that. Come first race of the year, it's like you never missed a beat talking to them or hanging out with them. There's a few guys that live farther away, but like I said, a lot of us live relatively close to each other, so it helps out a lot. Needing something, some technical help, an extra set of hands.
Yeah, that if you were broke down for a weekend and someone else needed a part, you'd give them a part off your car.
No, absolutely. It's what we do. We couldn't ask for a better group. I know the group's definitely grown. A lot of people are starting to see it's fun. There's a lot of competition in it, and everybody goes home happy.
Now, when you first started racing Mercury, did you have any drivers out there that inspired you?
None in particular. We used to follow it a lot with different groups. Back in the day when we were growing up, US 30 drag strip was the big place for us. A lot of us went there, rode our bikes there, hung out. There was a lot of big names then, that probably don't exist now. I mean, just a lot of, just the older generation. I mean, I know we're the old generation now, but there was actually, that older generation for us back then.
Yeah, that's where my dad started to take me to when I was like 4 or 5 years old. US 30 drag strip and Great Lakes. Yeah, seeing Snake and Mongoose and all them. Yeah. Those were the days, man.
Oh, yeah. Those were the good days. We're just trying to bring those days back, trying to make it, like I said, kids, let them see what we do, let them hang out in our cars in the pits, talk to them, try to inspire them. They're the next generation.
Yeah, you got to make drag racing great again.
Yeah, and I think we're doing a pretty good job trying on our part, and fan base, it's great. It's great to see people come out and talk to us.
Yeah, because I watch live feeds from different tracks, sometimes you see a lot of empty seats. Something's got to be done to get drag racing back on its feet again.
Yeah, I know the television programs have helped a lot, and if we can just keep it going on our end, with, the people show up to the track and stuff and the crowds, it'd be great.
Yep. So now, for you, when you take the car out, the Ventura, do you have any crew members? And who are your crew members, if you have any?
my wife supports me. My 12-year-old daughter, she's probably my crew chief. My son, my 9-year-old boy, him too. They know their part. We make it a family-oriented sport. They have to do as far as just reminding me or just checking the tires. After every pass, they'll have the fuel out, nitrous bottles ready to switch out and heat it up. It's a big family deal. They're not scared to walk over to help somebody else neither. So, but yeah, they play a big part in my whole operation.
Now, after all these years of drag racing, what still keeps you passionate about doing this?
Probably a family-oriented deal. And definitely the speed of it, the adrenaline. It's a great sport. I mean, you can't ask for no more. There's a lot of different things, entailed between meeting people you get to see all the time, the camaraderie, the racing, the competition. Just a big circle.
Yeah, that's what I always say. That drag racing is one big family. Then you meet more and more people, and the family just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've got friends all the way from southern Indiana to southern Illinois, Wisconsin, Illinois. We got them everywhere, and like I said, they're just one big happy family.
Yep. Now, for you, Mercury, do you have any pre-race rituals or superstitions at all?
That's a tough one. Not too many. No, not really. I mean, I think everywhere we go, we're pretty confident. We all know our cars. Really, I don't think we really have too many. I think we're pretty good on that. I mean, we go up there, try to do our thing. If things don't feel right, we're not scared to let out of it. So.
Now, do you have any sponsors for your car?
None to speak. We all have group sponsors. None that actually, I want to say, I think Lightweight Trucking does a real good job helping us all out. That's Mike Sisson. He does a real good job with that. Other than that, no, I don't think too many of us, if any of us, have any independent sponsors. Just a handful of us, I think.
All right, now, what goes into preparation to get that Ventura ready for a weekend of drag racing?
A lot of guys are going to laugh about that right now because I'm always the last guy. We try to get everything loaded up a couple nights before, making sure everything's in the trailer, loaded up, fuel, the nitrous, nut and bolt the car, make sure everything's tight. It's usually probably about a good day or two prep to be able to get up there comfortably without rushing up there. Making sure we got plenty of food, drinks. That's probably one of the second biggest deal other than the racing. There's always, we got, the 85 club's always got plenty of food. They'll welcome anybody that wants to show up, walk by, offer them something. But, it's usually about a good day and a half. I'll say it before everybody else says it. I'm probably still going to be the last one there. Because I'll forget something or I'll just be running late. But I will show.
Now, what are some of your favorite tracks to race on?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
What are some of your favorite tracks to run on?
I really like, not because we're going, I really like Union Grove. I like it. I like the burnout box, which is different. The shutdown's definitely different. That's always a rush. 41 is a great track. We love our home track. That's probably right there with it. It's a good time. It's plenty of shutdown. They do a great job prepping that track as well. And a lot of the other big tracks, Indy's always great. Osceola, a lot of the tracks have come a long way with their prep and stuff. And but those probably are our two favorite tracks, or at least my two favorite tracks, is US 41 and GLD.
All right, now with the Pro E85 guys, you have a greatest competitor in that group?
Who's the biggest competitor in
No,
that group?
no. Do you have a greatest competitor in that group? One that's a thorn in your side?
No, you know what? I think we like going out and doing the best we can to really mix the points up. I know sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. We try to be as lucky as possible. You know, I think in the last couple years, I have raced John Sanfran with the Barracuda and Rob Venetiano the most. It's always been a toss back and forth, back and forth. I think they've got me, though, definitely on the top, on wins, but seem to always draw those two mostly. I have a great time with them. They're great racers. They're fun. Before every race, I think shake hands and tell each other, hey, let's just go have some fun, and I think that's what we do.
Now, this weekend, are you guys doing anything like the best wheelie, best burnout, stuff like that?
Yeah, we do that. We have our internal sponsors and stuff. They're a bunch of great guys. They help, really add to it for us. We give a bonus for highest wheelie, farthest wheelie, biggest burnout, best reaction. We added to that this year. Rich came up with a pretty good idea. We got a fan favorite. We'll go out and pick somebody in the crowd, get them involved, and they get to pick the fan favorite award. We did pretty good at that last race. Might have been a couple guys that weren't there that might have taken it, but we got pretty lucky, and we got the highest wheelie and the farthest wheelie. So
That's cool. So now, for your fire safety equipment, where do you get all your fire safety equipment from?
we got a couple good local vendors and speed shops. It's doing what it's supposed to. So we found out a lot about it. The reaction times are definitely picking up on it.
All right, now throughout your whole drag racing career, what milestones have you reached so far?
Well, we broke into the eights, which is pretty big. I know eights anymore is like a 10 or 12 second car in today's day and time with the technology these guys have. Just all around. I mean, we're always striving to better everything. It's been a tough road. I mean, I know all of us, we all struggle, but we all hit the goal we want. Actually, I think my milestone was last week when we went to semifinals. That was the first time. Been in the doing E85 since the beginning, since it started. When we put this club together, and that is the first time I ever went to semifinals, and that's been 10 years.
Wow. Now, throughout your drag racing career, have you had any accidents or close calls at all?
Man, you're going to bring that up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2011, I think it was. Oh, no, yeah, might have been 11. It's been a while. Maybe 12. E85, we were doing great. We were just taking off. We were able to work something out with the NMCA. They let us come down there, do a little exhibition for them. In between rounds, I hit the wall on Saturday night. Wrecked my car pretty good. First time ever. Eye-opener, pretty good reality check. But you know what? Probably even going, other than not wrecking the car, I think my biggest, scariest deal was that Great Lakes drag away. On a cold, dewy night, I got out of the groove and spun the car out about a little past halfway down the track. And luckily, nothing happened. I straightened it out, but it was still probably the scariest deal other than wrecking the car was at GLD, other than Indy.
Well, knock on wood, Mercury, you won't have no more accidents.
No. Like I said, hopefully those are way behind us. I don't wish that on nobody, though.
So now, what's your greatest moment being in the Pro E85, guys?
I think it was year before last, we actually made it to the top 10. We were in the top 10. I think we went out about half the year. We had a real good year. Made it to the top top 10. Great bunch of guys. Like I said, it was pretty competitive. We got lucky. We were able to put ourselves in the top 10 position. And like I said, that's a great group of guys. Competition-wise, it's probably one of the tightest competitions. If people don't realize it, to see, it's the 890. These guys, all of us are trying to hit that milestone, hitting that number as close as possible. And being in the top 10 is huge.
So what's been your most memorable race with these guys?
I don't think I have the best one yet. Maybe someday when we go to finals, that'll probably be the best one. But you know what? They're all good races. I don't think any of them is my favorite. They're all fun to watch. It's something different. Different people come out. Everybody hits all the races. A lot of guys try. This weekend we got Steve Hope coming back with us, and pretty excited to see him. I know he's probably had a pretty busy schedule this year. He's going to be back out racing with us this weekend, and we haven't seen him all season. And I'm pretty sure he's going to probably mix a few things up. He's competitive. He's fun to be with in the pits. He's just an all around good guy. So, like I said, it's always something different with us.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a few fun questions here, Mercury. Besides drag racing, do you have any other hobbies?
I'm a pretty dull guy. I'd have to say no. It's pretty good that some people follow baseball, football. I want to say probably a good half, if not more, of the guys. We congregate over the winter. We do fun things. We might follow sports a little bit, but I think we all concentrate on the motorsports end of it and the drag racing stuff, and start prepping for next year already. It's people already started to talk about what they want to do for next year. I got two great kids. I think even them, I feel bad sometimes being sports oriented and not being too involved, but come sports day at school, those kids will wear their drag racing shirts to school because they say that's a sport.
Now, throughout your racing career, have you won any trophies or plaques or any good stuff like that?
Just the E85 stuff. Couple awards here and there with them. I think I've got a couple checks that I made copies of that were actually from Great Lakes Dragaway for double O reaction times when they used to do that years ago. I got a couple of those from them. But no, not a whole lot. Like I said, a couple participation awards. That's about it.
All right, now, if you were able to do time traveling and go back into time, would you do anything differently with your drag racing career?
No, it's been good to me. Met a lot of great people. That would change, and I wouldn't want that. I think some of the guys we met and become friends with, I wouldn't want to change none of that.
All right, so you were talking about barbecue and all that stuff at the track. What's your favorite food to eat?
Man, some people say, it's a buffet. I mean, we bring some skirt steak sometimes. Some people bring shish kebabs. The burgers are always fresh and handmade. Frank Morgan sometimes, if we get him a little motivated, which has been hard lately. I know he's listening. That's why I'm saying it, because been slacking on it with the jerk chicken. He does a great job on that. Got to get in line. That Joseph Hop made some killer pork chops at the last race. If you can't walk away being hungry when we're done.
What's your favorite food to eat, though?
I think I like the barbecue chicken.
All right, now what's your favorite beverage?
Adult or
Either
G-rated?
Either way. You do both of you, huh?
You know what? We can't do it while we're racing and stuff. That's one of our rules, and we respect it. We stay hydrated, Gatorades, waters. Other than that, a cold beer afterwards is great to relax with and talk about to everybody and see how their night went and what they felt could have happened and should have happened. And nice cold beer after that.
Now, do you have a favorite beer?
I like Coors Light. Mike Sisson's been getting me hooked on those Modelos every time we go over there. Other than that, one of our sponsors, you go over there, they're reliable diesel. They're pretty good about always having Blue Moon in the cooler for you in the refrigerator. They bring it up there when they come out to, support us.
All right. Do you have a favorite movie of all time?
Man, I got a couple. They're in the top. They're all in the top ones. I mean, my kids and myself, anybody, any time of the day or whatever. If American Graffiti's on, we'll watch that. Two-Lane Blacktop, Hollywood Nights. They're right there.
All right. So, what's your favorite music to listen to?
Listen to pretty much just rock. Keeps us motivated, keeps us going. My wife, we listen to a little country when she's in the truck with us, and we're up there, so gotta keep her happy.
You have a favorite rock band?
I'm a pretty big AC/DC fan.
All right. Now, when you were growing up as a little kid, what was your favorite cartoon to watch?
Wow. I'm 51, so you're going way back.
You're the same age as me. I'm 51 too.
So you feel my pain. All right. No, the Magilla Gorilla and the Banana Splits, man.
Yeah. Like Looney Tunes and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, those are the good days.
Yeah. So now, when you're at the track for a day of racing, do you eat very light, or do you eat regular?
I eat pretty light. There's usually so much going on. We might grab a burger. I might grab a burger, or a hot dog, or something like that, real quick. Maybe some chips. But no, you know what I mean. We're always on the go. You never know what you're doing. You might be helping somebody else. I eat pretty light.
So I
guarantee you, after we go off after that, I'll tell you it's on, though. I mean, I'm filling up the plate.
Yeah, after the races are all done, it's a big splurge, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Say, like Saturday night, you're going to be staying there overnight, right?
Yeah. Some guys are going to stay at the track. We were able to get a few hotel rooms locally right there. That's usually a pretty good time. We all stay at the same hotel, usually order some pizza, have a couple beers, and then we pretty much clean them out for the buffet, for the continental breakfast before we go back to the track.
All right, now, on the track, have you had one most embarrassing moment you can think of?
Most embarrassing moment. That's a pretty good one. Red lighting. Red lighting when it counts. When you can't afford it, you don't need it. Red light.
All right.
That's usually probably the most embarrassing thing for me.
Now, if you weren't a drag racer, what do you think you'd be doing with your life?
Wow. I don't know. I'd probably have a lot more money, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would probably be something motorsport, something that had a motor involved in it, or motorsports, or something to tinker around with. But, like I said, probably have a lot more money to do it with.
All right, now, if someone were to come up to you and say, "Hey, Pappas, I'm going to give you $500 million. I want you to build a brand new drag race track," where would you consider building this new track, and what kind of features would you put into that new track?
Whew. Man. I know I'd probably do it in Indiana, close to the Illinois border. Maybe. I would think somewhere around there. I would definitely make it family oriented. I think some of the bigger tracks are great. I'd make it affordable. It's always been a big thing. And I know a lot of the tracks are starting to see it, and they're really trying to change that and help out with the family deals. Charge a certain amount. 41's doing a great job of that. charging per a carload instead of per individual person. Doing what they can. I think, that's the biggest thing, making it affordable. And, probably bring as many. I think Great Lakes is great about it, too, because there's a lot of people have never seen a jet car. It's awesome watching a little kid's face for the first time watching that.
Oh, yeah.
A wheel stander, the nitro cars. It's just awesome watching the kid's face do it when they see that.
Yeah. Then seeing you guys do the wheel stands.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of kids come up to us and tell us how great that was. And your car did a big old wheelie, and it was really cool. That's awesome. That's a great feeling. That you just, hopefully inspired some little kid, and he thinks you're the coolest guy in the world.
Yeah. My wife loves watching you guys run wherever on the starting line. I'm doing videos. She's taking pictures. She's like, keep showing me the pictures. Look, I caught the wheel stand. She loves taking pictures of you guys.
But that's awesome. That's great to know. I mean, that's just, another knowing there's another fan right there. We got a huge fan, Brian Kramer, out there. He's from Wisconsin. Him, his wife, and family. They've been following us, I don't know for how long now, probably almost since the beginning. We look forward to seeing them just coming up on the return road. The guy's great with his family, always offering for us food, come on by. That to us is worth $1 million. I mean, the guy goes out of his way to, to make us welcome and stuff like that up there and appreciate it.
Now, one guy I'm looking forward to seeing this weekend is a guy that runs with the Classic American Muscle Association group. Guy Christopher Pierce. He's got that Chinto. I don't know if you saw that car. The Chinto, it goes all the way up on the two wheels, straight up in there.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome car.
Yeah, he's only gonna be there Sunday though. Saturday he's got some family stuff, so Sunday he'll be running there. Yeah.
It's pretty cool how Great Lakes, they bring different stuff in. The Wise Guys put a great part of the show on too. We watched them. A lot of us have watched them since we were kids too.
Oh yeah. Pete Demos been doing it 25 years now.
Yeah, that guy, he's great. Just talking to him, you could be walking by him over there at the trailer. If he's eating, he's gonna offer you something. That's true hospitality and true, camaraderie to any racer.
Oh yeah.
Those guys are just fun to watch. I mean, those guys, the jet cars, the 41. I mean, I remember back in the day when Broadway Bob and then they used to tie up jet car to combines or school buses in the back lot. Yeah. That was always awesome to watch.
Yeah, Broadway was a one of a kind. There'll never be another Broadway Bob.
No, that's a legend right there.
What's your greatest memory of Broadway Bob?
Watching him go down the track on that jet car.
Sitting on the nose.
Yeah, I mean,
beer in hand.
You know what? That guy can. You could walk by him and say hi to him. That guy would stop dead in his tracks and say hi. How's it going today? You having fun?
Yeah.
He's a great guy. What we do like about 41. I mean, not 41. Great Lakes is the commentators. They're great. I mean, you got some great guys up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mike is a good commentator.
Yeah, I can't think of what's his name.
Mark Dietrich.
Yep. I just read something. He was doing some commentating for somebody else too.
He was at Cordova for the World Series.
Yep, that's it. Mike Hewitt actually does our banquet. The guy's great. He's got 1,000,001 things to say about somebody, and we love him. He keeps us riled up. He keeps the crowd riled up. They're just fun to listen to. I mean, you could sit back and listen to them guys all day long talk. Yeah.
I had both of them on this podcast. I did interview both of them separately. I'll have to send you a link for both of those.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know what? They're kind of day and night when you walk in the tower. They're kind of funny, how they talk to each other up there.
Yeah, I went up there one time with the wife. We were hanging out with them for like 20 minutes up there. Yeah, it's a lot different being up there than being on the track listening to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can tell they make their comments when they close the mic, cover up the mic to each other. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Now, for you, how important do you think it is in this day and age for the kids to come out and watch drag racing?
Oh, it's huge. You know, we're kind of firm believers. We try making sure that the family has a good time because let's face it, if dad takes mom and the kids out to the track and the mom and kids don't have a good time at the track, dad ain't ever coming back to the track.
Yeah.
You know, so we strive on that. I don't know how many people are listening, but I don't think anybody would argue it. There's nobody in our group that probably, if family was walking by, a little kid wanted to take a picture and get in the car, they let them get in their cars. Anybody. That's what it's all about. We all got kids. A lot of our kids, like I said, are part of our whole crew and the whole club. Making the kids part of it is great. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, that's the memory of a lifetime that gets etched in them for their life once they sit in your car and all that stuff.
Oh, like I said, to see their smiles, it's worth it. I mean, like I said, they can get in any of our cars pretty much because if we haven't broke it yet, them sitting in the car touching a couple of things isn't going to break anything.
Yep. Yeah, the kids are the future of the sport.
Yeah, and it's big. The kids today, they need a direction.
Yeah, it's good to see a lot of junior directors out there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty big, and that's really taken off. But we hear some people, they're like, they're taking up. You know what? Those kids are out there. They're doing it. You can't rush them, can't force them to do nothing out of their way. Don't get them out of our way, but because it's huge. They're being part of it.
Right. You could have your next John Force, Tony Schumacher, and those kids, Brittany Force. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yep.
Hopefully they remember you. Hopefully they remember, hey, you're the guy that inspired me.
Yeah. So Mercury, I want to thank you very much for taking time to do this interview.
And I want everybody to know I was a nice guy. I did not say nothing that I shouldn't have said because I know I'm going to hear about it. So hopefully those guys are having their beer party, eating their popcorn, listening to this.
So you have any final words?
I appreciate the interview.
You have any final words, shout outs, thank yous, any good stuff like that?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the 85 guys because there's a bunch of guys, their families, our sponsors. Our sponsors are huge. They make this all happen, make it a little more interesting for us, like I said. But no, I look forward to seeing everybody up there this weekend. Hopefully it doesn't rain, and we have some pretty good competition and we'll have a good time.
So what's the thing you're looking forward to the most out of this weekend?
Taking a few people out.
Yeah.
Hopefully moving up that ladder. I think they know who they are. They're in my way. Hopefully we can do it. If not, you know what? We're going to have fun trying.
Sounds great. If plans go well, I should be up there Sunday for Sunday's show because our car's being worked on right now, so should be good to go by sometime Saturday in the afternoon. So looks like Sunday will be the day for me.
Well, definitely stop by, say hi to us, and look forward to seeing you guys.
Oh yeah, I haven't met any of you guys yet. Randy was even telling me on Facebook saying, "You better stop by and meet all these guys." You interviewed practically all of them.
Yeah, no, like I said, stop by. We all know who you are. When we read your posts and stuff,
I know what I did.
American.
Then you were talking about Frank Moore. You were talking about Frank hasn't cooked in a while. When I did an interview with Frank, he was inviting me to eat some of that food too. He better cook something.
Hey, I know. Maybe it was private. It was one of those, only invite-only deals, which seems to be going on. So, hey, maybe he had a plate for you. Didn't tell us.
Yeah. So Frank, if you're listening, we want some of the chicken links.
Yeah, he makes great jerk chicken, man. He's got that recipe down pat. Him and Tim John.
Yeah. So, well, Mercury, thanks again for taking time to do an interview.
Yeah, no, hey, I appreciate you calling. Sorry it took so long, but like I told those guys, you were saving the best for last. So
yeah. And I wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Hey, I appreciate it. I need it.
No problem. You have a great night.
All right, man. I look forward to seeing you this weekend.
All right. Bye, brother.